Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to draw Chibi Guy, and thanks to Eli, aka Hawk, for your suggestion. I'm just going to start with some construction lines of constructing him up. So drawing a rounded oval shape for the head, and then I'm going to bring his arm. There's one arm coming down there. This is his belly. He's got his other arm that comes sort of down, tucks in behind there. He's got his leg coming up, and then this leg is more sort of side on, so it comes out like that. And we have his foot, leg and shoe on this side. Okay, I'm pretty happy with my proportions there. Now this is the tricky part, the face. So we've got to make sure that I'm just going to put a couple of little guidelines here. So he's looking sort of that way. This is just going to help me a little bit. So he's got an eye that there's a shape like this here. Okay, for that side. Then his mouth sits just underneath the eye, so roughly there. And this is why I'm using pencil, because it pays to get it looking right. And this eye is a bit more of a shape like this. Then that comes up. And then he's got some hair. So Chibi Guy's got a piece of hair that comes in the middle there. And then his hair comes down on the side here, bit of hair through there, and then he's got, this is the top of his hair, comes around, his hair comes out like this, then it comes in like that. Then now he's got his cap, so his cap sort of starts there, comes around. This is the viewpoint that I'm looking at anyway, around like this, and then up and over, and then you see a little bit of the top of his cap, just like that, a slither. Now with his eyes, it's the colours. When we put the colours on, that's going to make a huge difference to the eyes. So I'm just going to draw where the eye is there. Now at the moment he looks pretty funny. Doesn't really have a neck, but he will. Put his neck on, all these details. Okay, I think I've got the proportions looking pretty good. Yep, his head could be, just come out a little bit more hair there. Just going to make this a bit wider. Time for the details. I'm going to start Chibi Guy with the details around his neck. So let's start with his neckline. So he's got a little neckline there. Little neckline that comes around, forms a little V sort of shape there. And this is his hoodie coming in there. He's got this little bit of a line there, and then he's got this blue shirt line coming around. Now let's continue his hoodie. So his hoodie is going to start out here, come around like that, and then come down, back around, and then back up and then around there. Then he's got some little pieces like this. Now he's got his jumper, one little line coming up there, and this comes across, and then he's got his hand, and then this comes around like so, comes around, down, and over like that. We've got his hand, there's his thumb and his hand. Now his jumper, he's going to puff out a bit. There's his arm. So he's got his arms. Let's go with his legs now. There's his pants. Now you can see how well the construction lines make it so much easier. Because once you've got them sort of roughly right, adding the details on is much easier, especially on his shoes. got a shot shoe sole there. He's got a white stripe coming over the top like this. Looks like it comes up the side too, like that. Then he's got a part of his leg here. And he's got this part of his shoe. Comes down and around and back like that. There's another little bit of the sole on. Comes over like that. Now he's got these pockets. I love a hoodie with the front pockets on, especially when it's cold. Put your hands in there. So he's got these pockets. Now we've got his chin line, comes down and around. I sort of smooth them out a little bit on the picture that I'm looking at. It's a bit more jagged because of the graphics, but there's his chin. You can sort of see it comes in there. Bit of a hairline here, like so. And this comes up and around, and then comes out a fair way there. Comes up and around, back up for that bit, and then there's a piece of hair that comes down here. Bring that back up and it joins onto there. Now it's time to draw his cap. I'm just going to bring his cap a little bit wider because it's sort of more in line with here. So I'm just going to bring that out about there. Same sort of direction. And I'm going to bring this out a little bit further this side here. Now we're going to got the rim here, the rim of the cap coming over like so. And we've got the top part of the cap coming in, and you just see a little bit of it in the background. Now the hard part, the eyes. Let's start with this one. It curves around like this, and they have this black eyelash. Colour that in. Then we've got a line coming down like this. Then I'm just going to draw this part here in. And then I'm going to put a pupil in. Now when we do the colouring, that's when the eyes are going to look way better. Now this eye's slightly a bit more sort of side on. Not completely side on, but it's don't see as much, so it's a slightly different shape. There's the eye. Here's the part of the eye here, and then the pupil, sort of similar size. And we're just going to draw a smile. Now I'm just going to go around Chibi guy with a thicker pen, and I'm just going to speed that up.